MTG Finance has been a very hot topic ever since Rudy from Alpha Investments made it mainstream. Well, in this video, I will explain to you guys why I think for most of us, MTG investing is not worth our time unless you have the time and money. How much time and money? Well, we don't know. What is going on, guys? It's a Jam BA and welcome back for another video. All right, so before we start the video, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. All right, so very hot topic today. MTG Finance, MTG investing, man, it's crazy. The mainstream, Rudy from Alpha Investments, like the king of reserve list MTG Finance. So let's get right into it. As a dealer, you gotta have a time frame in mind. You gotta have a profit in mind, profit margin in mind, how much you want to get out of that collection that you buy or the investment that from that collection. And that goes the same with investing. It could be any, could be not non-magic, right? Non-MTG card. And I believe, in my opinion, most, especially modern magic cards, sealed singles, takes a long time and takes a lot of money, time and money that most of us don't have, man. Yeah, it's crazy. So we all have to really be careful on like when we're watching or listening to a lot of YouTube influencers, YouTube gurus, like when they can't even back up with what they're talking about. And sometimes they'll say, oh, this is a good investment, or buy this, it's gonna go up, things like that, when they don't buy it themselves, or they don't have even any of those on those cards. So I think it just doesn't make sense. It's like the how I's and the how to's, right? So it's like how I did it versus how to do it. It's like you're more comfortable with the person saying like how I did it, and they back it up with evidence. Like, well, like myself, right? How I did it. Well, it works for me. It might not work for you, but that's how I did it, and it works, So versus like I'm telling you how to do it, and especially without evidence, there's no like proof that, why are you telling me how to do it if, you're not doing it yourself, right? So I want to give an example, right? Like the best case scenario of like this whole investing thing. So I believe the easy money has been made. But even then, let's just say $600, right? $600 for a case of booster box, modern boost magic. And you bought a 600, and it could be like a $600 investment on like singles, right? Let's just say time frame, you have your time frame. Let's just say in 2 years. Everyone's been talking about 3 to 5 years, right? Let's just say 2 years, it doubled. Best case scenario, it doubled. So your $600 investment in a case of booster box or singles, doesn't matter, it doubled, right? $1,200, right? So $1,200 in 2 years. $600 investment in 2 years, it doubled. Okay, so now you're gonna get with you're gonna try to sell it, right? So your time frame is got sooner. Your target was double, so you're gonna get hit with fees, so 15%. So that's about like $1,000. Then you're gonna ship it, all that stuff. So let's just say you sold it without the fees, let's just say pure $600 profit of that $1,200, right? I'm not gonna get into taxes because that's another, that's another deduction on that investment. So just think about it, right? Okay, so that 600. This is one case of booster box and singles, right? 4 cards, 5 cards, 10 cards, doesn't matter. $600 investment. That most of us, that's a lot of money, right? Think about it. 2 years you set aside that investment. 2 years you didn't see that $600 investment, and then you got $600, technically less than that. 2 years. In my opinion, that's just ridiculous, man. I know it's still a plus. It's still good. It's a good feeling. Your investment gained, it doubled. And for most modern, that's kind of like the best case scenario, man. The best case scenario. And for the most part, if you wanted to have like a bigger, return of investment, is like you're gonna spend like way more, man. Not just 600. If you buy like 10 cases, and that's like what, $6,000, 10 cases. And then it goes up to like 12,000, so that's $6,000. But think about it, $6,000 for 2 years that you didn't see. I'm just saying. I mean, we're not also talking about space too. So I'm just saying that for the most part, that $600 for most of us, that's a lot of money to set aside for 2 years, and that's best case scenario. I think if you go like further down as far as like the older sets, which is like a higher entry point, to spend like $1,000 per box, and I just think that for the most of us, it's just not worth it though. Time and money, it's very precious, like especially nowadays, man. So that's just one example. I just want to throw it out there because I think it's very important to have like a clear, like, best case scenario, and like, the recession's like coming up, and we're thinking of buying a lot of this, investing in this. And I want to go into like as a player. Okay, I want to jump into as a player. I ran into Magic investing really by accident, because I was basically just collecting and building commander decks. This is what, 2014, I can't remember, 2014, 2015. And it's more like I need the card because I want to play with them, I want to build the decks. I need a card, like literally I need a card to complete my deck, versus I need the card to invest. So in my head, it's more like I wanna play with the card and collect with the card, versus I'm buying this because I wanna invest in it. And I accumulated a lot of vintage cards, even today, if I'm considering of buying an expensive card or any card at all, it's more like I want to play with them and collect. You guys can see, I have like all these Strixhaven cards behind me. So I think over time my collection became investment, like by accident, because I just want to play and collect with these cards, man. I wasn't really trying to invest with the cards. And I believe, to end this, is I believe instead of the investment approach mindset, I think it's better to have a collector's mindset. I think that is a better approach for nowadays, especially because I think you'll have a bigger collection, and it's much easier if you have that collector's mindset instead of an investor mindset. So yeah, I think that's the way to go, you know. I know this is going to be a very, very hot topic video, but in my opinion, all of us have different approaches with the whole collecting and investing in Magic. But all I can say is I won't have all the stuff I have, like all my collections, if I didn't do what I just did. You know, I just collect and wanted to play, build decks, you know, and you guys can see this is all just collecting, you know. It wasn't like investment in mind. It's just really I want to play and collect with the cards. So yep, if you guys made this far in the video, put in the comments hashtag this member. You look at that beautiful F&M promo, hashtag this member. And if you guys need any singles, check out my Tcgplayer anger collections. And with that, have a great day. Peace. Remember, guys, if you guys want to engage in this MTG Finance and MTG investing, do your own research. That's all I can say. Do your own research.